Jake Williford. At mini, number 3, Fazio. Number 6, Cal Legal. And number 14, fantastic. Number 7, Bryce Side. 10, Alex Longoria. Alan Williams and Russ Rowan.
Is he using the tear deck? Okay, because his stream is frozen. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not too sure. I mean, we need to be able to talk with him a little bit. I'll just call him. Yeah, does it say live? I don't know. Unplug the HDMI and plug back in, maybe. Is it still 0-0? Still? Who's winning? Go ahead and stop streaming and start streaming again.
Calvin McDougal facing off. And both teams down one man at this point. Some aggressive plays being thrown early on. McDougal losing possession. That's picked up by number 2, Colt Busta. Trojans are now down a man. Busta gives it to number 10, Zachary Finch, a sophomore. Finch getting his body past Eli Marlowe, falls to the ground, picked up by number 25, Nick Hollis for the Trojans. And a loose push off of Kingwood, giving the ball back over to the Anderson Trojans, picked up by number 20, Pierce Miller, who has made somewhat of a role for himself this year, being the clear man. Taking that ball across midfield, giving it to number 19, Thomas Benitez. Benitez turns it over. Number 32, Carson Wagner, an attack freshman for Kingwood, picking it up, doing a couple of stutter steps, getting his body against his man. Double drawn. Ball is knocked down by Eli Marlowe. And recovered by number 5, Jace Jorgensen, a sophomore for Kingwood. Giving it to 8-12. And inside, that was a shot from Justin Sagavin, sophomore from Kingwood. Seemed to rebound off of Calmaroni, the goalie for Anderson. He's got a couple of saves already in this game.
For Calmaroni.
Right now, Jace Jorgensen trying to work it around. And Zachary Finch trying to get topside on his man, but encounters that big body from Pierce Miller. Right now, Kingwood just looking for any chinks in the armor of the Anderson Trojans. Ball is knocked down by Eli Marlowe, picked up by Hank Holland, still trying to recover that ground ball, trying to use his feet like it's the World Cup in Qatar. But unfortunately, his shot is knocked out of his hand. And playing without a stick is going to draw a possession back over to Kingwood. And that was actually Jake Williford. Oh, another save from Calmaroni. Long rebounds in the air. Jake Williford still on his man tightly. And that was a shot from number 32, Carson Wagner. Trying to come over top side, just could not find the goal. Possession staying with Kingwood. Ooh, a nice side arm to low. That was number 9. I do not see his name on this roster. Number 9, you mystery.
Step in! Right back to Chase! Right back to Chase!
And they want to get back to Jace Jorgensen. And that is number 10, Zachary Finch, finding the back of the net with just on the front door of Calmaroni. No Trojans on, and Trojans will take a timeout. Trojans still ahead by 1 goal.
Zachary Finch.
Hold this for a second. I'm going to try to get that sponsor sheet.
No worries. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
We're having technical difficulties, so I'm trying to do the live stream from my phone too. I'm doing it on my phone, so yes, it wasn't.
Fazio! Turn up! Black! Black! Step over the blue, number 9. What's the possession? 30.
And that was a loose push on number 9, our mystery man, Kingwood. Trojans sent it back up in their offense. Pierce Miller taking the ball downhill. Swinging around the lane at Fazio. No, my bad. That's Alex Lundgren. It's Fazio. And Edward Tisdale with the ball right now. Giving it to Huddy Grace. Huddy Grace!
His Riz is unmatched. That's Woody Grace with the big time shot. Giving the Trojans a 2-goal lead.
And like a weighty freight engine, the cylinders of this Anderson team chugging ever faster. Cal McDougal. Cal McDougal giving the ball to Alex Longoria, who's knocked out of his stick, but he was pushed in the back, so possession will stay with the Trojans. Longoria settling the offense.
Hey, time out. I had it. Come on!
Coach Brian Donovan trying to call that timeout for the Anderson Trojans. And still fighting for it. Trojans calling a timeout. That's their second timeout that they've called this half. About 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And this is the perfect time to have a word from our sponsors. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for supporting Anderson Bitcoin experts. Located downtown at 6th and Congress, Unchained Capital is making Austin the Bitcoin capital of the world. You can purchase Bitcoin from Unchained as in a business, personal, or retirement account. And secure your Bitcoin long term in a vault that keeps you in total control over your money. Book a free consultation to learn more about Unchained at unchained.com/consultation. Anderson Lacrosse is also sponsored by Bee Weaver Honey Farm. For more than a century, honey has been running through 5 generations of the Weaver family veins. What began as a side job for Binford's grandparents, Florence and Zachariah, after acquiring 10 bee colonies as a wedding gift in 1888, has become a passion and livelihood for the 4 generations of weavers that followed. Visit their headquarters in Minnesota for beekeeping supplies, gifts, live hive tours, gorgeous picnic areas, and a wildflower mead tasting room made with bee weaver honey. RV campsites are available, as are overnight stays in this beautiful loft. And thank you for sponsoring the Anderson Boys Lacrosse.
White 7, 1 minute, Spitzable.
Zinda Law Firm, a nationwide personal injury firm based here in Austin, Texas. They handle all types of PI cases, including car accidents, truck accidents, wrongful death, and catastrophic injuries like the kind you might see on this field. Zinda Law Group believes in justice for all, regardless of wealth, and is available 24/7 to provide free consultations to all accident victims. Named one of Austin Business Journal's fastest growing companies, Zinda Law Group has offices throughout Texas, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. To contact Zinda Law Group, go to zdfirm.com. That's zdfirm.com. Play action is back. Number 5, J.H. Jorgensen. seeming to direct the offense of his Kingwood team. Aiden Walsh with the ball now. Giving it back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen has his pockets picked by number 24, Jake Williford, who's made some big-time stops on that side of the Trojans' defense. Aiden Walsh maintaining control of the ball, distributing the rock to some possible shooters, trying to inch their way ever closer to the goal. Looks like they want to take some outside shots, too. Trying to find a man on the backside, but that pass goes long, and Trojans with possession of the ball now. It's going to be cleared by number 13, Eli Marlowe, captain on this team. Really stepped up in his leadership opportunities this last year. But he's going to need to set some examples on the field with his vision, his IQ, and head on his shoulders. And pass intended for Edward Tisdale. Number 33, Tristan Van Tiem gets a stick on it, but it's knocked out of bounds. That's Landon Fazio with the ball right now. Landon Fazio showing he's got some speed in those legs. Alex Longoria, partner in crime, taking it behind the cage now. And Longoria wanting to initiate a dodge from X. It's north of GLE. Wow. That just might be the luckiest goal. Longoria intended that for Reese Jowers. Jowers appeared to get a shin on it. It rebounded off of Reese Jowers' leg into the goal.
Reese Jowers with goal and the assist by Longoria.
And they're going to count that goal for Reese Jowers. I'm sure he's happy about that. St. Patrick's Day hasn't come yet, but the Trojans already having the luck of the Irish in this game. And let's see if they can find that jackpot at the end of the rainbow. Possession won by number 4, Justin Segabine, sophomore out of Kingwood. And Kingwood just seeming to have some nerves in the midfield that's preventing them from setting up their offense the way they want to. Right now, that's number 2, Garbo with the ball. Encounters some resistance, but picked up by Eli Marlowe, who quickly gives it to number 10, Alex Longoria, who had the last assist in the game. And Longoria feels like he can get by his man. Drawing one, tries to find a man on the center. That was intended for Reese Jowers, who scored the last one, but just can't quite get a stick on it. Kingwood will have the opportunity to clear the ball now. And 4 seconds left in the quarter. Handled by number 20, Logan Marr. That will bring an end to our first action-packed quarter. Right now, Trojans are feeling pretty good right now with a slim lead of 3. And right now, Coach Donovan giving a pep talk to his team about keeping calm, understanding the longevity of the game. Lacrosse, like basketball, is a game of runs. And right now, Trojans appear to be in their bag early on, but the question is, can they keep their heads in games long enough and have the mental fortitude to now play a little bit more conservatively, play patiently, and to find those opportunities that they're going to have the best chance of scoring. Anderson Boys Lacrosse is also brought to you by Maroney Public Affairs, as well as Austin Sports Medicine. In Central Texas, we enjoy our active lifestyle, but when injuries happen, Austin Sports Medicine is here to get you back on your game. Featuring an expert team of board-certified physicians and physical therapists, we treat the full spectrum of orthopedic and sports medicine-related injuries. From the little leaguer with an injured elbow to the 80-year-old with knee pain, our patients receive the finest in both surgical and non-surgical care. Austin Sports Medicine, getting you back to what you want. 1, 2, 3, game on. Kingwood coaches delivering an inspiring speech of their own, looking to stop the bleeding. A lot of let's goes from both teams here. You know, let's go is pretty much the male equivalent of slay. And there's the praying and slaying going on right now during the season of Lent. Almost pass over to Lashana Tolan. And both teams getting loud earlier. Right now, it's all quiet on the Western Front as the first face-off of the second quarter begins. Cal McDougall pushing a man out. Recovered by Eli Marlowe. Gives it to Alex Longoria. Alex Longoria once again trying to find Reese Jowers. That pass was just a little behind where it needs to be. Ball is going to stay inbounds. Reese Jowers pushed in the back. Edward Tisdale for the Trojans also there, getting in and fighting for it. Picked up by number 23 for Kingwood, but the ball is dropped as he is checked hard. Picked up by number 33. That's Christian Van Team. Giving it to 17. Aiden Walsh. Aiden Walsh getting a change of speed. Trying to find top side with that right hand. Attacking at number 5, Jace Jorgensen, who's been the facilitator of the Kingwood offense so far. Right now, a little dodge from the wing, 10 on 10. Alex Longoria showing what he can play on defense as well as offense. Ooh! And number 5, Jace Jorgensen with an open shot. Was on goal. Bounced off the top, but Cal Maroney playing goalie for Anderson. Quick, even quicker to drop those legs, stop that shot. Ball still needs to be recovered. Big Strouber is doing the smart thing, recovering the ball, giving it to Cal Maroney. And a pass intended for Edward Tisdale. Edward Tisdale ends up recovering the ball. Needs to find his balance. Ball is dropped. Tries to do a rake to get the ground ball. Doesn't manage to come up with it. Now Kingwood attempting to clear of their own. It's number 33, Christian Van Team, who's shown himself already to be a two-way deep point in this game. That's number 1, Camden Lenker, senior for Kingwood. And demonstrating that senior vision, finding an open man to clear it to. However, Kingwood losing possession of the ball, and a very physical scrum happening right now. Now picked up on the doorstep by number 9, our mystery man for Kingwood, whose name we do not know, but we know that he's got some heat in that stick. He tries to break out some dance moves that look like they're from 2003, and that works. Oh, Boatwright, gotcha. Jake Boatwright, gotcha. Jake Boatwright, a man with a plan.
Right to the score.
Hey, please! Hey, please!
Josh hasn't said anything. I'm assuming it's working fine now. Either way, we're talking.
And Kingwood getting easy possession of that face-off. Number 23, Josh Kennedy. Ooh. Good shot from 32, Carson Wagner, as he almost had his hands free, but Cal Maroney's stick is right in front of him. Now, Kate Collin just leaves his long pole too far behind. And Kingwood coming up with the ball. Number 16, Brian Trigg, a sophomore. Trigg substituting now. And amazing save by Cal Maroney, deflected it off his stick. Possession will stay with Kingwood.
Saved by Cal Maroney.
Little lapse in communication on the fast break for the Trojans defense. Need to know who's going to slide there early. Can't leave an open man on the doorstep. Just like that. Cal Maroney diving for the ball, but recovered by Kingwood. And Aiden Wallace, sophomore for Kingwood, was left with a little too much space.
Aiden Walsh.
Just like that, Kingwood has a 2-goal run of their own, and the lead is cut to 1. So a lot of time left in this game. Impossible to tell if both teams are going to stay even with each other or if one is going to pull ahead. And Calmaroni seeming to have made an illegal move on that face-off, and possession is won by Kingwood. Jace Jorgensen intended to give it to Aiden Walsh. Aiden Walsh manages to recover. Aiden Walsh gives it to Justin Sageman. Sageman seems to like this matchup, shorty on shorty, and we'll see if he can get top side, go inside, help give it by Connor Garbo. Garbo back on his man behind X. And Garbo getting beat, man winning top side. Jake Bulleye trying to find a man on the back end, but a pass is tipped off. Aiden Walsh. And shot by Zachary Finch, a sophomore out of Kingwood. Just off target, possession staying with Kingwood. Calmaroni, some fresh legs. So just doing some communication to find their man. Early slide. Finch again with a shot. And a little stick interference. Directs the ball just to the left of the goal.
17!
Aiden Walsh with the ball now. Aiden Walsh seeing what he can do. An open man on the crease, but pass goes too high. Possession will be given to Anderson. And Edward Tisdale was just a little too slow picking up that ball. Draws a delay game. Possession given back over to Kingwood. And an open man left on the crease. Justin Sageman tries to distribute. Shot taken by number 6, Charlie Jolly. Who is that? Charlie Jolly, a senior for Kingwood, taking a step down shot, but does not find its intended target. And number 3, Landon Fazio, just turning on the Jets. Finding number 7, Reese Jowers, finally finding the stick of Reese Jowers. And a pass over the ref, given a league guy, Kierman. Made some solid plays in the last game versus Bowie. He had at least 2 goals. And number 10, Alex Longoria, sees an opportunity, has his nostrils flaring, decides to go for
Score
it.
by Alex
Finds the back of the net. Trojans with a coordinated, clear possession and goal. Finding some momentum back.
Blue, 6. Unnecessary roughness, 1 minute. It is releasable. Second one is blue, 33. Cross-check, 1 minute. It is releasable. The second penalty was during a live ball, so we're going to have a man down face.
And 2 penalties by Kingwood, 1 being released upon that goal. But Kingwood will be down a man on this possession. That's Eli Marlowe on the far side of the field with no Kingwood counterpart. Calmaroni's going to try to get that ball over to Eli Marlowe. And instead, going in the direction of Landon Fazio. Landon Fazio taking some big-time contact up top and just shrugs it off. Gives it to his right-hand man, Alex Longoria. Fazio with the ball again.
You ready to go, Charlie? Take Grace, back counter. Push away,
Trojans running a couple cuts on the backside. A step down shot from Huddy Case. That's his second long distance goal of the game, and Huddy Case is feeling it.
Huddy Case with the goal.
Huddy Case jogging to the sidelines, but then decide, you know what, coach? I think I want to get another one of those.
All right, so we're gonna have a timeout, guys. Timeout in the field.
And
Timeout
Kingwood,
in the field, guys.
take your timeout.
D, on me.
Trying to calm their players as some
Those are all released.
unnecessary plays, signs of frustration are leaking out of the Kingwood team.
Come on, 30 seconds.
And Kingwood just trying to settle the Kingwood defense right now. Looks like Anderson is doing the exact same thing with their team. So far, Anderson Trojans have done a great job of not drawing too many penalties while capitalizing off the mistakes made by Kingwood, but Kingwood is not very far behind. Kingwood, having dunkers with their roster, will be able to keep fresher legs later on in the game. So the Trojans have to keep this lead and just keep on padding it up. The producer, Josh, yeah, he got to a car wreck last night.
I didn't know that. That's my brother-in-law.
I found out from Brian last week. He said Josh did. That's why we.
So what was that still? 1 minute still.
Play resuming. Penalty from last time, giving possession back to the Anderson Trojans. Reached Hours with the ball now behind X.
Something wrong with my vehicle. That's what I told the coach.
Huddy Case, who had the last shot, taking a good step down, unfortunately just off its target. Ball is recovered by Landon Fazio. Reached Hours with the ball now. Alex Longoria.
I'm texting you so you don't freak out and think something happened.
And Alex Longoria showing some frustration with that high pass. Giving the ball back over to Kingwood.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Fox, come on, right here, come on. Behind you. Come on, and a late flag being thrown for a helmet check from Reached Hours. And before Kingwood, Justin Sagerman with the ball. Kingwood looking to make the most out of this free possession.
Hey, quit talking! Slow feed!
And a cutter on the wing for Kingwood. Jace Jorgensen making a dodge. Ball is picked up by number 9, Jake Boatwright. Jake Boatwright Finding Jorgensen on top side. Stick interference from Eddie Tisdale. Manages to keep that ball just high.
Kick it out! Kick it out of bounds!
The ground ball is recovered by number 10, Zachary Finch. Zachary Finch, trying to find Justin Sagamon on the doorstep. And a shot clock violation. Possession will stay with the Trojans. And Anderson will be moved down.
7 points. Are you going? 7 points. White, 7. Healing body check. 1 minute, full time. Yeah, 7 starting on him.
And Trojans will be man down for 1 minute. That penalty is releasable. Let's see if Kingwood can capitalize off this opportunity. Session starting with number 17, Tyler Hemphill, or Aiden Walsh.
Seafood, Hank.
Pretty traditional workaround by Kingwood trying to get an open man. Mistake is made, and Eli Marlowe pestering his opponent. Recovered by number 10, Zachary Finch. Zachary Finch with a shot on goal, but recovered by Cal Maroney, who's had an exceptional game so far. That's at least his 4th save. Alex Longoria catching a Hail Mary clear.
Cal.
Trojans are still man down. And just trying to kill the clock right now. Putting a 2-man game behind X. With Lane DeClasio. That's Pierce Miller with the ball right now. It's been their go-to clearing man. Trojans now even making some substitutions. Reese Showers with the ball. Drops another pass. Reese Showers starting to be a continuity in this game. Just a couple of careless passes and drop balls. But doesn't appear phased. Runs a little fake spin. Spins back the other way. Draws a double. Gets inside. And just unfortunately, a stand pushing out. Just a bit too much. Draws him forward. Kingwood back with possession. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this second quarter. And a fast break from Jace Jorgensen, number 32 with the ball. And just bouncing off the right pike. Just a lucky turn of events for the Anderson Trojans. And that was Rhett Franklin attempting to clear the ball, but just barely stepped out of bounds. Gives back to Aiden Walsh, Jace Jorgensen. We know how all the Kingwood possessions are starting now. Jace Jorgensen handling the ball. So he wanted to make the man. That's Zachary Finch right there. He likes the shorty matchup. But draws a impressive slide from Eli Marlowe. Gets by his man, but the shot is just off left. Carson Wagner with the ball right now. Get a freshman out of Kingwood. Justin Sagamon drawing a double. Once again, gets by Eli Marlowe, but has the stick. Ball knocked out of his stick. Recovered by Hank Holland. Pass intended for Cal Maroney is picked off by Kingwood. And then a wild pass. Good ball finish. Probably been on offsides. Kingwood instead just the opposite effect, and they get possession back of the ball. Once again, another lot of drop passes today. What do we have? Both teams appearing to conserve their energy a little bit. 5 seconds to go left in the third. And a little toe drag, change of speed, ball is knocked out of bounds. And Kingwood attackers step in the crease, giving possession to the Anderson Trojans. And Thomas Benitez picking up that ball, just encountering a lot of resistance by Jake Boatwright. Jake Boatwright getting by now. Easy goal, careless mistake made by the Trojans. Thomas Benitez dropping that ball. Just got to be better on those clears. There's so little time left to go.
What's our
Take
clear?
Boatwright with the sword.
What's our clear?
Just a 2-goal game. And a crucial last 20 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
Come. Move off the face-off, give possession to Tom McDougal. 15 seconds left, guys. And finding Pierce Miller. Pierce Miller take a shot. Oh, recovered by the Kingwood goalie. That was a great recovery by number 30. Great.
Okay,
Just that will be halftime. We're going to take a 10-minute break, so if you're watching at home, feel free to take a bathroom break, get a snack in the microwave, and come back in about 10 minutes for some more play action. We've got a whole other half left to go, and a very exciting game for both teams. Trojans up by 2 points, 75 in Wood.
When you buy Bitcoin on an exchange, you make a deposit in dollars, execute an order, and your account's Bitcoin balance reflects that transaction. But you're not truly in possession of those Bitcoin yet. You would still have to make a withdrawal to your own wallet. And until you do, Bitcoin on that exchange is at risk of hacks, insolvencies, withdrawal processes can take a long time, and in some scenarios, your account can even be frozen, cutting you off from your money. Through the Unchained Trading Desk, we provide you with a better way. Buy Bitcoin directly to a cold storage vault that you control. By eliminating the need for third-party custody and withdrawals of your Bitcoin, you retain maximum control of your assets throughout the purchase process. Our multi-sig vaults ensure that your Bitcoin are immediately held securely offline, protected from theft and remote threats. If you need assistance building your vault, we're happy to help. Just sign up for concierge onboarding, and one of our team members will schedule a video call to walk you through the entire process. Don't put exchanges in control of your wealth. Try out the Unchained Trading Desk for the most secure way to buy Bitcoin.
quarter is off to a great start as Alex Longoria curling around the goal, trying to hit a question mark dodge, but questionably the shot goes high. Possession will stay with the Anderson Trojans. Number 3, Landon Fazio, who's done some great assists so far on both sides of the field. Giving it to Huddy Case, who's taken some step downs. And Huddy Case just trying to read the field right now. Makes a conservative decision, giving it to Pierce Miller. Pierce Miller working it around. Alex Longoria back with the ball. Alex Longoria getting high. Great bounce shot. Saved by number 30, Frank C. Ortino. Eli Marlowe substituting onto the field as the Trojans will set up their defense. Got to stop this fast break first. And Jake Boatwright left on the doorstep. Gives it to Carson Wagner, the freshman, and it's a 1-goal game.
Carson Wagner.
Carson Wagner. His teammates say let him cook, and it looks like there's a tiny rat in his helmet controlling his every movement. He cooks indeed. I think they get the Ratatouille reference. Cal McDougal coming up with the ball, has some pressure behind him.
Thank you.
Number 19, Thomas Benitez. Kingwood was offsides for a split second, drawing the foul. And they say, if you want to call an offsides on us, then we'll just go offsides. Penalty is called now. Possession will stay with the Trojans. And a 30-second man-up possession for the Anderson Trojans. We'll see what they can do with this. Not a lot of time, but enough time to get a couple of looks. Pick the best one. Reese Jowers starting with the ball. Reese Jowers gives it to Landon Fazio. That sky blue crosshead is how you pick him up. And really not the pass or the look that they wanted to get there. Landon Fazio just getting a bit too excited. Eli Marlowe back on the field. And 3 men that Jace Jorgensen just seeming to swim through the defense like he's in the kiddie pool section. Kingwood running some substitutions right now, getting some cutters on the back of the field, like number 4, Justin Sagaman popping out. Jake Boatwright, who's made some big-time plays, running a dodge from X, curling up, gets his hands free, still with the ball, and shot is just over the top of Cal Maroney. Possession staying with Kingwood, Carson Wagner, back right. Oh, my bad. That's actually back to Anderson Trojans. I guess they call it a pass. And Landon Fazio with the ball. Gives the ball over. Number 11. Buddy Case. Yeah, so bad. And just a careless offside is played by the Anderson Trojans. Giving Kingwood a fast break. They're doing their same tic-tac-toe. Gardner with the ball and a diving save by Cal Maroney. Cal Maroney, his head on a swivel, making a very athletic dive in front of the ball. Get the deflection, but does not maintain possession of the ball. So Kingwood back with it, giving it to Jason Henson. He's got some big-time plays already. Jace Jorgensen trying to draw Eli Marlowe out. Big back to big now. Back big pitch. Justin Sagaman has tied this game at 7 apiece. Kingwood with a 3-goal run. And the Anderson Trojans need to be very cautious of how they play this
Justin
rest of the
Sagerman.
series.
No.
They cannot allow Kingwood to use this momentum in order to gain the upper hand. Trojans have been ahead this entire game. They like being ahead. They're used to playing within a deficit. Crucial possession for both teams right now. Cal McDougal hikes the ball. Thomas Benitez encountering pressure behind, has the ball dropped. And the ball is knocked out by Thomas Benitez. Justin Sagerman, who scored that last goal, giving it to Aiden Walsh, giving it to Zachary Finch, sharing the rock. Zachary Finch liking this matchup he's got. Jace Jorgensen says, hold on, let's be patient. Uses some American Sign Language to communicate with his team. Justin Sagerman hitting top side. Zachary Finch swim dodging. Bottom right of the goal. Steals the lead for Kingwood. And the Kingwood sidelines showing their support with blood-curdling screens that sound like World War I. Trojans ahead. Trojans behind by 1 goal now. Cal McDougal picking up the ball. Gives it to Reese Jowers. Reese being doubled. And Reese Jowers, for the second time this game, being called to the board. And Reese Jowers showing that he's willing to get scrappy to get that ball back. A little confusion as the ball is in the air. And pass intended. Oh, my goodness. Number 5, Levi Kukierman.
Lead for Cole with the steal and the score.
Levi Kukierman says, somebody's got to do it. I'll do it myself. Getting in front of that pass, picking it up. Goalie does not have the time to set up himself in the cage. And Kukierman taking advantage of that opportunity. It's an even game once again.
Have to replace his team. So what were you saying? So when he was done, to replace, he pushed away. Not on it.
And no Doritos, but a little chippiness on the field. Sagerman winning possession. Gives it to Jorgensen. And an opportunity from substitution. See an open look inside. Aiden Walsh does not see it, instead maintaining possession of the ball.
I said, float high.
Kingwood player is down. And ball is knocked down. Oh my goodness. Trojans almost scored on the field. Careless pass from Cal Maroney, gives it back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen with an open opportunity. Step down shot from Jorgensen, putting Kingwood back on top.
It's Jorgensen with the goal.
And this quarter has been marked by lots of one-on-one opportunities, and teams going tit for tat right now. Even on the face-offs, both honestly needing to settle the nerves down just a bit and find their shape on a possession. Cal McDougal winning possession again, drops the pass. Picked up by number 23, Josh Kennedy. Kennedy gives it to Walsh. Walsh drops it but picks it back up. Runs right by his man. And Carson Wagner, I believe that's his 3rd goal of the game. Carson Wagner is finding everything on the doorstep. Being patient.
Score.
Trojans down 2 goals now.
Come on now. Yeah! Get in the game, Jones! Go Holmes! Go! Let's go, Buster!
McDougal almost getting boxed out. Picked up by Landon Fazio. Landon Fazio encountering fierce resistance. Gets by two guys. He's got the fast break opportunity. Gets Eli Marlowe. Oh! That was the right shot from Alex Longoria. Hits the ground right in front of the crease, but just bounces a bit too high. Sometimes with the different materials they're playing on, whether it's regular ground or it's turf, the fields have a different level of bounce. And Alex Longoria finding Huddy Case, who's taken 2 successful step-down shots already. Third time is not the charm. Then Fazio with the ball. He's got a shorty matchup. Gets top side. Finds a man inside. A quick stick from number 5, Kierman. But cannot find its target. Reese Jowers starting with possession from Eck. Jowers swings it. And Landon Fazio cannot run that pass down. Attempting to double the ball fails. Kingwood with a fast break coming down on this possession. Kingwood running some possessions. Aiden Walsh with the ball on the wing, seeing what he can get in the meantime. Man, let's get by his man. Coming up north of GLE right now, but has doubled. Connor Garbo, who scored the last couple of goals for Kingwood, now giving hits to Zachary Finch. And Jorgensen wanted to play a little two-man game up top, but instead Zachary Finch opts to run down a left alley. Quick shot on the run, just to the right of the goal. Picked back up by Kingwood. And just very simple changes of pace, winning Jake Fulbright, letting him get north of GLE. Pass is knocked down, picked back up by Jorgensen. Jorgensen, pretty good turnaround shot. Neither team shooting with a lot of accuracy this quarter, just being very physical, being as fast as possible. Just as I say that, Aiden Walsh making me eat my words. Gives Kingwood
with the goal.
3-goal lead. That is 3 unanswered goals from Kingwood. And meanwhile, the Trojans struggling to get solid possession time. Just over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. A confusion on the possession, but it's picked up by number 25, Hank Holland. And Hank wanting to put another number up for his team, but recovered by the Kingwood goalie. Gives it to number 2, Colt Busta with a shot on goal. Cal Maroney seems to get a stick on it, rebounds up. A scrum near the midline, neither team really knowing where the ball is. Now, loose ball push on Kingwood gives the Anderson Trojans the possession. This might be a good time to call a timeout. The Trojans opting to run it. Alex Longoria gives it to Pierce Miller. Pierce Miller, who's got a great pair of legs on him. Reese Jowers chasing after that ball to maintain possession. And Kingwood defense just really pressing out, not letting them have anything. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Edward Tisdale could not recover. Picked back up by Kingwood. Open man running straight down the middle for Kingwood. And Aiden Walsh, whom that pass was intended to, not maintain control. And Eli Marlowe is going to clear the ball for the Trojans.
Hey, two coming, Tech. Two coming in.
Eli Marlowe needed a little bit on the track to chase that ball back down. Going for the conservative player right here, Calvaroni instead off spur. Keeping the ball downfield, picked back up by goalie for Kingwood. And another drop pass on that clear. Picked up by number 5, Kierman, who scored a goal. And Mario just having 2 men on him at once. Here's Miller with the ball. Head of steam, running down, took a shot like this before, is doubled. Cuddy Case with the ball now. He's taken 2 step-down shots, resulting in goals. Gives it to Reese Jowers, spins it. Landon Fazio with the ball. Alex Longoria has a short stick on him. Jorgensen, who scored plenty of goals on the other side of the field. And just kind of a desperation shot after getting topside. Alex Longoria, ball is recovered by Zach Finch. Jorgensen with third man on him. Carson Wagner, same song and dance. That is his 3rd or 4th goal of the game. At this point, I have lost track. And Kingwood seeming to pull ahead. It was what was a neck and neck for the entire game. And big time play from Jorgensen, clearing that ball down.
So stop them. He's going.
Possession won by Kingwood, number 23, Josh Kennedy. And a loose push called on the Anderson Trojans against the benefit. Kingwood. Jake right. Running around the field, tries to find Justin Segaman on the backside. Passes off. Picked back up by Carson Wagner, who has at least a hat trick at this point. Zachary Finch with a step-down shot. Save by Calvaroni. And Calvaroni just wants to get that ball on the other side of the field. Zachary Finch back with the ball. Zachary Finch getting by his man, sidearm shot, and a little leg contact sends a Trojan and Kingwood player both to the ground. And looks like Calvaroni, the goalie, was closest to that shot, so Anderson Trojans had the opportunity to clear the ball. Now Thomas Benitez gives it back to Baroni, and Baroni once again scheming it. Actually, that shot was almost on goal, a save by Frank C. Ortino. Particular. Quarter and decisive defeat of Kingwood. Scoring at least 6 goals in that game. My bad, 7 goals in that quarter to 1 goal scored by the Anderson Trojans. And once again, the Trojans finding themselves in a hole. Oh, this is a perfect time to run through our sponsors one more time. If you don't know, the game of lacrosse in Texas, despite being the fastest growing sport in the state, does not receive any state or government funding. And so we rely on viewers like you and few corporate sponsors who allow us to put on games like this, to allow us to hire the refs, the trainers, the producers, the coaching staff, and of course a lot of help from parent volunteers. So a lot of time, effort, finances, and commitment goes into putting on these games. We'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, Unchained Capital, B. Weaver Honey Farm, Zinda Law Group, Maroney Public Affairs, and Austin Sports Medicine. Again, that's Unchained Capital. They're local Austin Bitcoin experts for B. Weaver Honey Farm since 1888. Zinda Law Group, a nationwide personal injury firm. Maroney Public Affairs. Getting you back to what you love. Speaking of getting you back to what you love, here's the start of our fourth quarter. Score is 8-12. Trojans Kingwood. Kingwood taking the field, a bit of confident swagger. Meanwhile, the Anderson Trojans courageously stepping up. 12 more minutes to decide victory.
Yeah, Calvin.
Cal McDougal winning possession of the faceoff.
Come on, Joshy. Hey, Joshy. Yeah, John. Jonathan.
Hank Holland dropping a pass. Cal McDougal looking to make a sub. Thomas Benitez getting on field. And ball is still on the ground. Pierce Miller trying to rake the ball now for the Trojans. Picked up by number 9, Jake Boatwright for Kingwood. Jake Boatwright dropping the ball. Hank Holland defending him. Looks like there's a couple of undefended back cutters for Kingwood, but drop pass. Aiden Walsh tries to find one of those cutters on the backside. And both teams playing very physically, trying to recover this ground ball. And Thomas Benitez giving it to Cal Maroney. And Cal Maroney clamping his stick on it inside the crease. He's going to get possession. Gives it to Hank Holland. Hank Holland with a drop pass, but it finds Pierce Miller's stick. Pierce Miller has some space, takes a shot. Oh, but save. Great save by Siorton. Or Ciortino. Frank Ciortino. The sophomore for Kingwood. With what I believe is his 5th save of the game. I don't have a stat sheet up there, so it's just all about memory. If you would like for us to afford stat sheets and give you a more quantitative analysis, play-by-play in the game, please consider donating to the Anderson Trojans Lacrosse program. You can check us out at Trojans Lacrosse on Instagram. There's a QR code, link in bio. It's super easy to donate. I mean, guys, we live in an age where you can order pizza on demand. It's very easy to donate. Means a lot to us at the program. Play action. Aiden Walsh getting north of GLE, saved by the legs of Cal Maroney, squeezing his legs together like Khabib trying to do a triangle chokehold. And the ball is still down. Thomas Benitez doing oh no, that's not Thomas Benitez. That is Alex Longoria doing break action. Maintaining possession of the ball. And a long pass to Reese Jowers. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's a great look by Longoria to try to find Reese Jowers at the back, but whether it was visibility or just a bit of nerves, dropped again by Reese Jowers. Now picked up by Colt Busta. He's made some good clearing action so far. And Carson Wagner on his way to a golden sombrero in this game. With all of those shots from Carson Wagner just being unguarded right in front of the Anderson Trojans goal. And that sure has to be frustrating for Cal Maroney right now. Under 10 minutes of play action left in this quarter. Kingwood is up by 5.
Stop the break, stop the break.
Despite this, Calvin McDougal doing an amazing job of securing possession on those face-offs. A very big hit on Landon Fazio. Landon Fazio still trying to recover that ground ball. Ball is tipped up in the air. Anybody's game. Picked up by number 6, Cal McDougal, the face-off man for the Anderson Trojans. Now running behind the cage. Finds Pierce Miller. Pierce Miller picks up the ball. Trojans making a substitution right now. Pierce Miller running around, has the ball knocked out of his stick. Picked up by Alex Longoria. Alex Longoria tries a kind of a ground ball behind the back type thing. Edward Tisdale with a wild shot that is way off target. But a couple of penalties on Kingwood will give the Anderson Trojans another man-up opportunity. Let's see what they can do with this one.
That's so nice.
33, that was a good hit. Yeah. You can check out the stream for some instant replays. That was a highlight reel type thing. I'd recruit him.
The second one is a flag for 1 minute. Both of them are releasable. Yeah, little circle.
And of course, we want both of our players who could play in a controlled manner within a degree of safety and abide by all the rules of the Texas High School Lacrosse League. But at the same time, lacrosse is a very physical game. Hits like that are going to happen. And it's a pretty clear hit from Christian Van Team, who is now serving some time for that hit in the box. Landon Fazio starting possession. Jowers.
Right.
Alex Longoria finding Huddy Case back to Longoria, swing it back around to Reese Jowers. Looks like they want to go with Fazio here. Step down shot from Fazio. A good look. Meandering to the right of the goal. Alex Longoria recovering that ball. Taking a few steps, finding Fazio again. Ball is dropped by Fazio.
Good.
That's left now. Gives it to Jowers. Reese Jowers spinning that rock around.
Backside.
Longoria trying to find Fazio again. Back to Jowers, back to Fazio. Another step down shot just outside of the cage. Ground ball recovered by Reese Jowers. To Longoria, finding Edward Tisdale inside. Ball is knocked down. Chased down by number 20, Logan Marr. Logan Marr with nobody behind him. A lot of momentum running down. And a pass intended for number 19. It's just a little too low. Ball is still in bounds, recovered by number 2, Connor Garbo. Connor Garbo giving it to Cal Maroney to clear. Trying to find an open man. Cal Maroney exercising some patience on this clear. He wanted to keep it downfield like he has the last couple of times. Oh, instead tries to do just that. Intended for Edward Tisdale. Ball is knocked down, recovered by Alex Longoria. Alex Longoria shuffling down the alleyway, trying to find a man on the crease. That man is Huddy Case right now, but Huddy Case drops the ball, recovered by Edward Tisdale. Huddy Tisdale finding Longoria, drops the ball again. Low pass to Reese Jowers. Reese Jowers hangs on to it. Landon Fazio with the ball. Landon Fazio with another shot on goal. Rebounds. Recovered by Reese Jowers. Kingwood defense pressing out a little bit more. And Edward Tisdale with a knockdown shot. Edward Tisdale with some heat on that comment.
Edward Tisdale with a shot and goal.
And that's got to feel good if you're Eddie Tisdale. He's had a good game this entire time, but it's got to feel good to find the back of the net. And Trojans within 4. This is the time when you Kind of wish that they would introduce the 2-point line. Keep possession with Kingwood.
We need one. Get in there, Dave.
It might be a player experiencing some cramps. Jake Williford, who has done so much for the Anderson defense. Legs are seizing up, running to the end of the field.
River on 17. River. River. 17.
Hey, good job, Dick.
Kevin.
And Chase Jorgensen doing some taekwondo behind the cage. Now Jake Boatwright, who scored a couple of goals, does a spin move, draws 2 on him, gets his hands free. Saved by Cal Maroney. Diving, swinging that stick in front. Jorgensen recovers possession. Jorgensen finding a look, rebounds off the pipe of the goal. And number 32, Carson Wagoner, who has scored many goals for Kingwood, tries to get another. And once again, rebounding off the pipe. And Kingwood is closest to the ball, so they will maintain possession. Eli Marlowe on his tail. Ball is knocked down. Picked up by Edward Tisdale. Edward Tisdale giving it back to Cal Maroney. Cal Maroney looking for some outlets, going behind the crease, finding himself some time and space. Space time, if you will. It's really all the same thing. And looking for Edward Tisdale. A flag flying almost as high as that hit was.
Good job. Good.
It will give possession back for the Anderson Ravens. Jake Wilford retaking the field, appears to have straightened out his leg situation. Call it angel numbers because there's 3:33 left on the clock. Might be the time to take that risk in life. Think about the back of your head, but keep making excuses for it. The world is a crazy, crazy place. Speaking of anything happening, you'll see if the Trojans have what it takes to win this game. Just like that, Kingwood taking a timeout. Probably going to tell their team to play conservatively, work the ball around, wind that shot clock down. We're in the end game stage now, and we'll see what the Trojans can respond with. Taking one last opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors for supporting Anderson Boys Lacrosse, Jade Capital, your local Austin Bitcoin experts, Beef Beaver Honey Farm, over a century of experience, now with agritourism, Zinda Law Group, a nationwide personal injury firm based here in Austin, Texas, handling all types of PI cases, Maroney Public Affairs, and Austin Sports Medicine. Thank you again. And viewers watching at home, those last few minutes of the stream, check out our QR code. Anything helps. $1, $5, $10. Even Torchy's breakfast tacos cost $13.50 nowadays. So consider making a donation. Aiden Walsh, who was on the wing for most of this game, now sitting at X. Sticks up! Jace Jorgensen, the engine of the Kingwood offense, trying to find Jake Boatwright. Goes out of bounds. Landon Fazio just emptying the gas tank on this last 3 minutes. He's played the entire game, taking some contact, drops the ball. Ball is picked up by Carson Wagner. Wagner struggling to get that ground ball. Having fresh legs. Finds Justin Sagerman on the doorstep, but ball is barely knocked out. Recovered by Wagner. A little BTB is picked up by number 10, Zachary Finch. Jake Boatwright. No, that was Jace Jorgensen with a shot. And rebounded off of an Anderson defender. Goes out of bounds. Aiden Walsh starting with possession for Kingwood. Back on that wing he loves so near and dear. And an open step-down shot from Jace Jorgensen. Bounces off the shin of Cal Maroney. Those shins have to be very sore right now.
It was saved by Cal Maroney.
Sticks up!
And really just the same song and dance for the Kingwood offense. Working it around, drawing those slides, finding the open man. Zachary Finch just drizzling on the chocolate sauce that has been the ice cream sundae offense. He puts a cherry on top, and their blood sugar is very high right now. Calvin McDougall still being scrappy for every possession. Winning it, low pass to Alex Longoria, goes out of bounds.
Get it, base!
And it seems the verdict has been ruled on this game. Kingwood winning it so far, all but in name. And Thomas Benitez coming out of nowhere like a Tomahawk cruise missile flying at Mach 3 is playing great body against Zachary Finch right now. He seems content maintaining possession. Now the rock is spun around to Carson Wagner, who scored many goals already. And a Kingwood defender in the crease.
Out the side! Out the
Giving possession to the Anderson Trojans. Kevin Maroney dishes it to the side. That's Thomas Benitez. Ooh, Thomas Benitez actually exercising some very finessing change of speed, but the pocket's picked. Ball flies high. And Justin Sagabin, with nobody to guard him, running to the goal. Scores the goal with 7 seconds left for Kingwood.
That's who was taking on the goal.
The first half of this game very personally, and they're letting the second half reveal what they really getting their feelings out, you know? Lacrosse is an expensive sport, but it's cheaper than therapy. And right now, Kingwood just working out a lot of frustration on the field. John McDougall coming up with another possession, running the opposite way of the goal he's supposed to score on. Runs out of bounds. And 26 seconds left for Kingwood. Pushing the pace. Nobody guarding number 6, Charlie Jolie. Charlie Jolie getting inside. And no goal. Charlie Jolie was in the crease. Cal Maroney chucking the ball downfield. Picked up by number 20, Elijah Schmuck. Oh no, that's Logan Maher. And less than 10 seconds left in the game. Kingwood deciding to run off the fly. It was a very close game. The Troopers on top of this half, unfortunately. Well, fortunate for Kingwood, them rallying back, finding their rhythm, and the final score, 9-15, Kingwood. For those of you watching us at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We will catch you next time. My name is Charles Arscott, your host with the most. Stay classy, Austin.